motorcycle maven and working class hero Jesse James.
I'm here to represent blue-collar America.
With me are Todd and Andrew from LifeLock, a wonderful company that helps end the problem of identity theft. You're going to be working with the executives to come up with a really wonderful campaign. What would you like them to do, Todd?
Your task today is to create a package and retail store display for LifeLock.
So you see the display as being the guy.
The display is easy. He's already out there. I know who he was.
I was totally cool with using Todd Davis, the CEO of LifeLock. Todd has been the face of this advertising from the beginning, and I assigned the display design to Jesse because he does this all the time in his own personal life.
You know, this is just doodling, but so a little lock-shaped hang your CDs in here, and so when you open it up, that has all your information.
That's brilliant.
And verbiage and all that stuff. You know, I may look like a head, but I do a lot of business at mass retail. I know how this stuff works. To keep it sustainable and as minimal of packaging item as we can. So you need the picture of the lock before, so let's go get the lock.
I just am playing it smart by listening.
Hey, you guys got anything with a padlock on it? One of your gang boxes or something?
And as long as I do exactly what I'm told, and I do it well.
Brandy? Yeah. Hold this like this.
Okay. Then I'm gonna be fine.
It kind of seems like you're being relied on a lot for a lot of stuff.
It's good. It makes the day go by fast. The task for this week was to create packaging and display for LifeLock. Tommy's no bueno. I started getting a really bad headache, and I feel like I got a fever now. It's just like progressively worse until I got super nauseous, like I was gonna vomit. Oh.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Aaron, nice to
I'm Derek.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're thinking about doing a stand-up.
We can do whatever. We're running out of time, but we can do whatever.
I feel like but I can tough it out. I get kind of pissed when people that work for me are sick, just because I guess I'm selfish and self-centered. So there's no excuse for me unless I'm dying.
Long story short, we ran out of time. We hadn't gotten this email. We just barely finished the packaging so that could actually go to print. We decided we were going to go to Brooklyn to just check up to see what Brandy and Jesse were doing.
Hello, Jesse.
This whole logo, these are all going to be freestanding, die-cut, and up above.
But did you say, so you already sent all this stuff off?
We're making it right now.
Jesse seems to think it's okay. It doesn't look like it's very far along to me.
I got so sick. Like,
You did?
Wait, oh, really?
got here, I held it till I got here, and then just like...
You get there, you find out the man is violently ill, running 100+ fever. Apparently he threw up like 8 times.
Well, all we, life or death, all we need is that sticker of Todd Davis, and we're cool.
I can give Jesse a pass, because he's sick. I mean sick. But there was somebody else there who knew what the deadlines were.
Melissa, who was the weak member of your team?
Again, we were divided into 2 groups. We really didn't have a clear picture of what was happening with the other group. All we know is that Jesse threw up 7, 8 times and was
7 or 8 times?
He was laid out on the floor
this morning. Like before the presentation, it was like man down.
And he was still there?
He was still there doing what he could to make it happen, but
So he was fighting. It wasn't like Dennis where he took off.
he was there throwing up 7 times.
What was the problem, Jesse? Just like, what, do you have a flu or something?
I got stomach virus from my daughter.
Feeling better, Jesse?
I'm good.
Good. Who do you think won, Brian?
I don't know.
Well, it wasn't you. It was Coat 2. Did you think they had a celebrity advantage with Joan and with Clint?
Not necessarily.
Jesse, what do you think?
I don't think it was an advantage. I think their packaging was better executed.
Better packaging. More than the celebrity. They love the celebrity use, but I would say the packaging was quite a bit better. Jesse, if you were me, who would you fire?
Probably Brian.
All right, Brian, you're fired. Go. I called you back in because your next task starts right now. Your next task is to go out and hold a fashion show and jewelry auction.
Guys, everybody sit down. Okay, here's what I would like. Jesse, I need cool brochures for our pieces.
Why don't we make a preview brochure?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's number one. I just want to let you guys know that if we lose the task, I'm going to have to bring people into the boardroom according to the amount of money that they raised. And I just think that that's the fairest thing to do.
Planning on losing.
What? No, we're going to win.
All right, just making sure. Annie came in and told us that whoever raises the least amount of money on this task is going to be taken in to be fired. You don't want to sandbag, but you also don't want to waste your bullets. If I bring in big money, I kind of want it to go to my charity or be more when it counts. I think brunettes are better to show off diamonds than bonds. Do you think it matters?
You know, kind of pull hair back.
Brandy, Melissa, and Annie were pretty smart about checking out the girls and making sure they had fresh manicures to show off their hands with like rings and bracelet and making sure their ears were pierced, which is pretty important. I think Clint and Herschel, those guys probably just picked the ones with the biggest. So we need to do an auction preview sheet. We're selling some jewelry. And I know you've probably seen them before. It's a small picture with just a description.
Okay, perfect.
Jesse and I went off to the printer to make the auction preview catalog.
Let's keep it nice
No, that's
and
it.
simple.
This is all.
Yeah, black, gray, and red are good colors.
Right.
I grew up in the auction business, so I knew I could add something to the game, as far as, like, getting on the phone and calling all my friends with, like, $1 million, I do have some that would probably donate stuff, but I don't want to use them all to try to save my own neck. I'd rather just try to use hard work. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty driven to win this thing.